Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie aka Rick here, and first of all I'd like to wish you all a happy new year. I know I haven't posted many videos since before Christmas, but for me Christmas is quite an important time. You know, I've got my birthday a couple of days before, and then it's a lot of family time, and I've been working a fuck ton after Christmas, so that's never good. But yeah, we're back with the talent videos while I fuck around my windows. Right, so this time it's Paladin. I think I done Mage last time. I've got to check in a minute, but I'm pretty sure I done Mage last time. So this is Paladin, and we're going to jump straight into it. At level 15, first one is Speed of Light. Increases your movement speed by 60% for 6 seconds. In addition, in Holy Spec, it reduces damage taken by 20% for 12 seconds. In Protection, it increases damage done by 10% for 12 seconds. And in Retribution Spec, radiates 1000 healing to allies within 10 yards for 12 seconds. So this is kind of what that druid thing was. They want you to be able to do more stuff in each spec. So, as a protection paladin, they want you to do more damage and at certain times. And as retribution, they want you to contribute to healing a little bit. It's quite weird. I don't know why, but I can imagine Speed of Light for a Holy Paladin would be awesome in PvP. So you get a slight movement and speed increase, and you get reduced damage taken. So that's pretty damn cool, I've got to be honest. So that's going to make Holy Paladins even harder to fucking kill, which is never good. But whatever. Right, Long Arm of the Law. A successful judgment increases your movement speed by 45% for 3 seconds. Again, pretty damn cool in PvP. Judge someone as you're running away from them, you zoom off. That'd be pretty sweet. Then you got Pursuit of Justice. You gain 10% movement speed at all times, plus an additional 10% movement speed for each current charge of holy power. And there's a spelling mistake in that. Lol, blizz. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. If you've got 3 stacks of holy power, well, brilliant. My phone's going off like crazy. I'm going to put it in a drawer so you don't hear it. Right, yeah, so with 4 stacks of holy power, you're going 40% faster than your enemies. That'd be pretty sweet. Level 30, Fists of Justice. Stuns the target for 6 seconds. Replaces Hammer of Justice. That's pretty cool. I don't know what the difference is between that and Hammer of Justice. Maybe it's a shorter cooldown, possibly. That's only 30-second cooldown. Pretty sure Hammer of Justice is a lot longer than that. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, next one, Repentance. Puts the enemy target in a state of meditation, incapacitating them for up to 1 minute. Any damage from sources other than censure will awaken the target. Unusable against demons, Dragon King, Giant, humanoids. Usable against demons, Dragon King, Giants, humanoids, and undead. That's pretty cool. That's in the game already, so you just instead of getting it in Retribution Tree, you can have it wherever you want, which is pretty cool. Next one, Burden of Guilt. Your judgment hits fill your target with doubt and remorse, reducing movement speed by 50% for 12 seconds. That is a pretty sweet PvP thing. So every time you judge them, they reduce movement speed. It's quite cool. I couldn't really see it useful as anything else, but there we go. See, if I was tanking, right, I wouldn't know which one of these to take. None of them will directly benefit you as a tank. Obviously, Burden of Guilt, reduce movement speed of your target, so you can kind of stop someone from running to a DPS if you can't quite grab aggro, something like that. Gives you a bit more time to get that cleared up. Obviously, Repentance, you can join in on CC, help out. It's always helpful. And Fist of Justice, again, you can stun the target either as a short CC, or for you to give you a chance to build up that aggro before they start running everywhere and doing crazy shit. So that'd be pretty cool. Next one, level 45 stuff. Blessed Life is the first one. You have a 100% chance to gain a charge of holy power whenever you take direct damage or are stunned, feared, or immobilized. This effect cannot occur more than once every 8 seconds. So again, I'm pretty sure this is in Holy Tree already. Is it in Holy? I think it is. When you take damage, you get holy power stacks. So that's why Holy Paladins in PvP are ridiculously fucking hard to kill. And now it also adds one when they're stunned, feared, or immobilized. So basically, if you stun them and then attack them, by the time they're not stunned anymore, they've got so many stacks of holy power they can full heal themselves in a matter of seconds. And yes, I do play a holy paladin now because they're awesome. Sacred Shield. When reduced below 30% health, you gain the Sacred Shield effect. Sacred Shield absorbs 161 damage and increases healing received by 20%. Lasts 15 seconds. This effect cannot occur more than once every 60 seconds. I'm guessing the absorb amount changes depending on a certain stat. Otherwise that would be pretty shit. 161 damage is basically nothing. So at the moment, like at level 85, most people can hit 60k crits, you know, stuff like that. 161 damage is not really going to help that much. So I'm guessing that's like a low level thing, and it will scale. So if not, that's pretty bad. Argent Defender, already in the game, but reduces damage taken by 20% for 10 seconds. While Argent Defender is active, the next attack that will otherwise kill you will instead cause you to be healed for 50% of your maximum health. That is awesome. If your healers are shit and you're tanking, you're about to die, you pop that, bang, 15% health, then your holy, whatever it is, Word of Grace, is it? I haven't played WoW in ages. Star Wars came out. I think it's that. It's Word of something. Word of Glory. That's the one. Word of Glory. Yeah, and then you've got that. If you've got triple stacks, that will heal you for a ridiculous amount as well. And then if your healer's still asleep, then you've always got Lay on Hands, which is fucking awesome. Okay, level 60. Selfless Healer. Your successful judgments reduce the mana cost of your next flash of light by 50% and improves its effectiveness by 50% when used to heal others. Stacks up to 2 times. So basically, as a healer, you want to be judging all the time. Because I do now, because it regenerates mana, you know, stuff like that, which is awesome. And I'm also trying to hit with melee. Obviously, if it's a boss, then you don't want to be doing that. But if it's just a little bit of trash, you know, I'm getting in there and swinging away with my mace to generate those holy power stacks. No, not holy power stacks. Regenerate mana, because I don't need mana breaks. I'm a healer that doesn't need mana breaks. I thought my phone went off then, but it didn't. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. That you know, paladins can basically regenerate mana for about 500 different ways, but again, paladins are OP, what can you say? Okay, Eternal Glory is the next one. Your Word of Glory, wait, did I get it wrong? It's Word of Glory, is that what I said a minute ago? I don't know, anyway. Your Word of Glory and Light of Dawn have 30% chance not to consume holy power, which is awesome again. I think that's already in the game. I know there's a thing with Word of Glory, if you use it, it sometimes doesn't use holy power stacks. Because I've got that on my Paladin and it's pretty awesome. If you just like a 3 stack of holy, like Word of Glory, it's fucking ridiculous heal, and if you get 2 of them, it's mad. You can pretty much full heal anyone if you've got good gear. Holy Shield. Shield a friendly target absorbing 2,284 damage per charge of holy power for 10 seconds. Again, that would be awesome if I could have that as a holy paladin. Is that in the game? I don't think it is, so I've never seen it. If it is in the game, then I'm really bad at my job because I've never used it. That would be pretty sweet. So basically you're a disc priest with OP heals instead of a disc priest with, you know, okay heals. Nothing against disc priests, they're good, but paladin heals are pretty good. So that was the level 60 stuff, I'm not sure if I said that. Right, 75 stuff. First one is Veneration, I think that's how you say it. Your consecration causes a veneration effect on party or raid members within its area. Veneration, you are immune to movement impairing effects for 6 seconds. That's pretty cool. Very limited uses on that, I'd say, but it's quite cool nonetheless. You know, I don't know. No one really uses consecration anymore. It's a bit bad. You've got, what is it, Avenger's Shield, AoE tanking damage. That does a freaking ridiculous amount of damage. And you've got Hammer of the Righteous, which just AoEs everything. So you don't really need consecration. It costs literally half of your mana, and it's not that good. So, you know, I don't see that being useful unless they change consecration significantly in Mists of Pandaria, because at the moment it's not really worth the mana cost of it. Acts of Sacrifice reduces the cooldown by 20% and mana cost by 20% of your Hand of Freedom, Hand of Protection, and Hand of Sacrifice. In addition, your cleanse will remove one movement impairing effect if cast on yourself. Don't really use those that much. I mean, you know, it's not that good. The cleanse, if you, like, you know, removing impairing effects on yourself is quite cool. I see it as a PvP talent more than the PvE talent, because obviously you're using those hands more often. I don't really use them that much. I don't find I have to really that much in PvE. If everyone does their job properly, then you shouldn't really need to use those. Not that much anyway. Hand of Freedom, kind of, you know, some people get like rooted or something, you know, get them out of it. But Protection, not really necessary unless someone's really bad, and then you can. But for the most part, you don't need it. Clemency, when activated, immediately finishes the cooldown on your Hand of Freedom, Hand of Protection, Hand of Sacrifice. That's pretty cool. So, you know, if you got a lot of people taking damage, then you can get the Hand of Protections out on the right people. You know, if you need people to be free, then you can Hand of Freedom them, etc., etc. It's pretty cool. I mean, you know, it's a good talent. Out of those three, I don't know really which one I'd take. Probably none. Probably skip those ones because none of them are really hugely useful. I don't know. I don't. That's a hard one. Like, there's some still that I don't really see a point to any of them for me, so I don't really use that stuff. But Clemency would be pretty cool, just in case, you know, it's a panic button kind of, if you've got stuff on cooldown. Next one, level 90 stuff. This is where it gets interesting. Summon your Holy Avenger, it's called. Summoning your Guardian of Ancient Kings also imbues you with the power of Holy Avenger. Holy Avenger, your next 5 abilities that consume Holy Power will not consume Holy Power, and cast as if 3 Holy Power were consumed, lasts for the duration of Guardian of the Ancient Kings. So basically, your Guardian of the Ancient Kings, you know, copies 5 abilities if you do. Say you do 5, I don't know, whatever. You know, for me, it would be Word of Glory. You know, 5 of those, he copies that, so he does 5 as well. And, you know, you know, sometimes I don't use that, but obviously if your Holy Power doesn't get used, you can spam Word of Glory, Word of Glory, Word of Glory, Word of Glory, Word of Glory 5 times, and he'll do it 5 times, so it's basically 10 times of Word of Glory at 3 Holy Power stacks. That is imbalanced as fuck. Like, to be honest, that is mad. Like, you can get some serious raid healing done with that. You can just like target Word of Glory, Word of Glory, Word of Glory, Word of Glory, and you've got 5 people who have just received like good geared about 70 to 100k HP, I would imagine, something like that, depending on crits, maybe a bit higher. That is pretty damn ridiculous, like, amount of healing. That blows my mind. I'd love that talent right now, to be honest, because Guardian of the Ancient Kings is Imber enough on its own without that. That's awesome. The next one, oh wow, this one's cool as well. Sanctified Wrath. You gain more frequent access to one of your abilities during Avenging Wrath. More frequent. Okay, so short cooldown on something. Oh right, yeah. Holy Shock has no cooldown. Ridiculous. That is awesome. Avenging Wrath does it increase crit chance? I think it's that one. It might be that one. Increases crit chance. So basically you can spam Holy Shock, which is ridiculous. 3 Holy Shocks, Word of Glory, you know, that would be mad. Protection. Judgment has no cooldown. It's awesome. Retribution. Hammer of Wrath has no cooldown. Wow, that would be mad. Get a boss under 20%. Pop Avenging Wrath in Hammer of Wrath, Hammer of Wrath, Hammer of Wrath, Hammer of Wrath. It does ridiculous damage, you know. That would, I can see that as a huge DPS boost right there for all Retri Paladins out there. Next one, and the final one. Divine Purpose. Abilities that cost Holy Power have 15% chance to cause the Divine Purpose effect. Divine Purpose. Your next Holy Power ability will consume no Holy Power and cast as if 3 Holy Power were consumed. That's pretty cool. So that's at all times. So it's like 15% chance every time you use a Holy Power thing. It won't consume it, and it will act as if you've hit 3. So that's pretty pretty damn awesome. Like, this is what really annoys me about this. Like, there's the level 75 ones, I wouldn't want any of them, and then the level 90 ones, I want all of them. Like, there's such a hard choice between those last three that, no, I don't really know. I mean, Divine Purpose is not limited by any cooldowns, but the cooldowns of Guardian the Ancient Kings and Avenging Wrath are reasonably short, so you'll still get the effect of those quite often. It's just Divine Purpose, I don't know, that's pretty cool, I have to say. That's going to take me ages to figure out. Like, I'm going to have so much of this powder or whatever it is to change these talents. I'm just going to be hopping between these three constantly, because I have no idea. I'll probably find one eventually that suits me down to the ground. It'll most likely be Divine Purpose, because I don't really have to do anything else, you know. I'm quite lazy sometimes, but I don't know, it's quite good. That's why I always go for trinkets that have procs instead of use abilities. I don't like those. But yeah. Anyway, that's Paladin. Pretty awesome stuff there. Some bad stuff. Yes, I'm talking to you, level 75 stuff. Garbage. But anyway, this has been Paladin Talents, and we're going on to Priest next, so I'll see you soon for that. Thank you for watching.